So guys, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how many people hop in, but it's been a horrible Monday morning so far. What's up, David? Your knives are here. Your knives are here, and I will get them started as soon as I can. But this week is crazy. We have a 3-day competition. I'm leaving early Thursday morning and will not be back until Saturday evening. So my Monday sucks. I got something in my eye. Look at this. See how red my eye is? I got something in my eye while I was moving stuff around at the workbench. I think I got a piece of grit from the sharpening stones. I got it right in my eye. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it. Right there. Man, it hurt. And it was just a black little gritty thing. So, yeah, it has not been a stellar morning yet. I haven't even made coffee yet. I've just been up, checked some email, and I'm just getting ready to... What's up, David? How sharp is that, Mr. Lopez? Is that, was that stout sharp to your liking? Or not stout. That wasn't stout. That was a Guthrie. Those blades are so thin. Those Jason Guthrie Scouts, that's what it was. The blades on those are so thin. They get so slicey. I got a gift. Hang on a second, man. Let me get this coffee started. We'll go and I'll grab it. I got a gift from my friend Ashton. Was talking to him Thursday, I think, maybe Friday. But he said, hey, he asked me, it was Thursday, he asked me if I was gonna be at the shop. Said he had something for me. I was like, cool. And so, let's go get it. Because I've never owned one of these. This lens hurt. There we go. Maybe I'm just fuzzy looking this morning. I don't know. I'm not happy about how I feel this morning, though. I can tell what kind of day it's going to be. Both my knees hurt. So you guys know, it is currently 71 degrees. 71 degrees outside with 94% humidity. It's not a good day. I don't go to the dentist. Fuck that. Can you see how red my eye is now? I can't. It's real red, it still hurts. Anyway, so my friend Ashton asked me what cold steel knives, folding knives I had. And I told him, you know, I've got this one, I've got this one. I don't have a lot. I think I've got like four cold steel folding knives. And now I have 5. Because now I have a Voyager. And I'm gonna definitely do a review on this. This is in BD1. But I can't tell if I'm a fan of the blade shape or not. Or not blade shape, handle shape. I can't tell. It feels comfortable. Hey, what's up, Joshua? It feels comfortable. But it also feels like it feels comfortable in hand, but it feels like the blade is at an awkward angle. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna see. We're gonna play with this. I'll give it some. It is a Tonto. Not as big a fan of Tontos as I used to be, but hey, it's still a good knife. But I'm conflicted because it is so comfortable, but the last couple things I've cut just didn't feel in the right position. So we're gonna carry this. I've been carrying it. Well, since he gave it to me, it's been in my pocket since he gave it to me. Actually, I did sharpen it, fix some edge angle. There's some problems with this edge. Ashton is learning how to sharpen. He's getting better at it, but there's still a lot of inconsistencies to this edge. It's got a pistol grip to it, and I think that for like, if I was carrying this for like self-defense, that'd be great because the blade winds up being straight with the wrist, and so you can maximize your potential. And it's also got a spot back here where I can get a little further back. I can maximize snap cuts. It's kind of the same thought that I had when I made the handles for my Hornet, but it doesn't have that real, it's almost like a pistol grip. So we'll see. It is comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. In hand, it's comfortable, but I haven't done much with it. I don't know. but it is a triad lock, and you guys know I like the triad lock. I may do a video about the triad lock by itself, just a triad lock video, because I like the triad lock. It's just, yeah, Charles, I haven't decided if it's, I just haven't decided if it's comfortable but useful. I like the fact it's comfortable, but I have not used it really to say that it's comfortable. I just don't know how it's gonna feel at that angle cutting. It might be just something that you get used to. So, I'm making coffee. Gotta have coffee. I have a guy coming over. I'm teaching a class today, a sharpening class on how to maintain knives for a gentleman. Actually, it's for his son, but I told him I would do it, and they're gonna stop by, I think, at 4 o'clock today. So I'll be done with that by 5. I got all my stuff set up for straight razors because I'm doing straight razors today. I don't know. I might do a straight razor live feed. I haven't done that in a while. So just pick one of the 2 that I've got. But I gotta do those first, and then some of the other stuff. Well, hello. This coffee pot advertised that it made coffee faster. Faster than what? Like if I put the water out in the sun with some grounds in it and made like sun coffee, like my grandmother used to when she would make sun tea. Like faster than what? Faster than me going, right? It's fucking lying to me, because I think my coffee pot's got a prostate problem. Because it takes forever to make a pot of coffee in this. I've cleaned it. And the other thing about it, like when the light that comes on to tell you to clean it, even if you run it through a cleaning cycle, the light stays on. You have to unplug that thing overnight to get that light to go away, because it's just fucking annoying. So, guys, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy the live feeds. I gotta get a cup. So that's the plan for this week, guys. Don't expect to see a bunch of content. I am working on David's knives are here. There's a couple other people's knives are here. They already know the situation. There's a good chance that stuff might not get done as quickly this week, because we have a lot of stuff we have to do before this tournament. So she's, like I said, she skates 3 days. We're figuring it's going to be a 3-day tournament. She skates all 3 days. So she's going to be one tired child, and then they are going to Japan shortly after that, just a couple days after this competition. So she is rather nervous. This is a big competition. It was going to be in Anaheim, but they moved it to Irvine. So you're not done. I don't know what you're thinking. Don't you start beeping, because there's only 4.5 cups in that pot. Yeah, it's in Irvine, California. So she's skating 3 days. We have an Airbnb. No, you lie. My God. This is what you get with me in the morning on a Monday morning. So usually I take Mondays off. I can't take a Monday off today. I'm exhausted. I worked yesterday. I didn't work much Saturday. Yeah. Well, she has a tournament, and she has a competition in November that's in Washington State, which means we have to fly to Washington and stay for a couple days, probably almost a week. My mom's going to be here then too, and it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. These competitions get hard, and this is what I told you guys, like the GoFundMe. Supporting a GoFundMe helps so much, because what people don't see is, like, she is an elite level athlete. She's a national level athlete. And people are like, just don't have her skate. Taking skating from that child would be like taking air. Taking that kid's skating away would be like fucking suffocating her. And she earns it. No, she's coming. Mom's coming. I want mom to see that tournament. But so, like, trying to take skating away from that kid would be like trying to take this business away from me. It's impossible. My eye really itches. It's bad. I may have to go to the emergency room. I scratched it pretty good. I don't know what size grit I got in my eye. So, but I've got some eye drops in here for that. See it? Really hurts. Yes. Yes, David, thank you. No, it's like seriously, there's no way to. Yeah, that's what they told me. They said that you had cracked, and it was like I was like, I've seen cracked lock bar on a lot of knives, and they were like, huh. So that's the first Archie we've seen come back cracked. Titanium cracks. I mean, you only have a spring only has so many. Uh, movements in it, you know? It's like bending a paperclip. You can bend a paperclip a few times. Just happens to have a better, it makes a better spring than a lot of other stuff because it has a memory. And so it's not flexing that much. You're not getting that much deformation. You're not causing work hardening in that. It takes a lot. So you said you dropped it on the concrete. It could have just been just that was just enough that maybe over the lifetime of that knife, it had maybe a little stress riser in there or something had scratched it and it caused a spot where that stress could form a crack. Is the subframe lock less prone to cracking? Yeah, it has to be because it's two separate pieces. It won't crack. Well, I mean, it will. But the nice thing is the subframe lock, you probably just replace that piece. But subframe locks also are much more expensive construction method than. Why does it look so dark? Hang on a second, guys. There we go. I thought it looked real dark. Oh, that really burns. I cracked lock bar on one of my knives. I cracked a lock bar on one of my knives, and unfortunately, it wasn't a Ferrum Forge. It was a Boker. I had a Boker frame lock. So it wasn't a real great one, but it was a Boker frame lock, and I had I cracked lock bar on that, and I don't even remember what one it was. But Bokers aren't real quality knives. And when I contacted Boker about warranty, they were like, "It's a limited lifetime warranty. That's not a warranted part." And I was like, "What?" They're like, "So when you read that like limited, so I was out there and I was getting stuff ready, and I think one of the stones, I may have grabbed one of those stones and gotten a piece of grit on my hand and rubbed it into my eye somehow. I got it out. It was a fairly large chunk of material, but now it hurts. It only itched and hurt a little bit when I was in it. Now it hurts. So there's gonna be, yeah, it's really, really tender. Oh, we were talking about the daughter's ice skating. So yeah, the daughter's ice skating competition, it's huge and it is so much for her. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I did it. I've done it before. That's what it feels like. I got some ointment. I'll sharpen for a little bit. If it really starts bothering me, I'll just stop and just tell people, "Hey, look, I hurt my eye. I can't see. It's everything's blurry." So yeah, pretty sure I scratched it. I have some of the ointment that you use for corneal scratches. It's not an uncommon occurrence for me for it. So I'm just hoping that actually is taking a lot of the sting out of it. I think it's just a lot of irritation right now. So this is a eye allergy relief eye drops. It seems to be working pretty well, but it just, so we'll see. We'll see. I mean, like I said, if I get out there and can't work, then I can't work. My dear sister that you guys are seeing me interact with actually sent me a picture for probably the best coffee cup ever. She's like, you need this cup. I was like, I need a cup. World, what the cup said that you sent me the picture of. Oh, guys, while she's doing that, I'm gonna do the giveaway announcement today because we're at 4,000. I checked the actual numbers and I'm at 4,000 subscribers. So we're giving away what are we giving away? The Vanoy Snap Lock. I don't think it was a Grammar one. I don't remember. I'd have to look at the pictures. But this is new in box. Has all the parts. Got the spare pocket clips, spare screws, tool to take it apart, put it back together. I am not sharpening this because I personally think that this is a little hazardous for it to be too sharp, just because of the method in which you have to close it. I don't necessarily like how this opens and closes. So I'm not sharpening this unless whoever wins it decides they want it. So only 8 people. This is going to be short anyway, because I've got like 10 more minutes before 10 more minutes before I'm going out and get started on stuff. I just wanted to do this quick because I said I was going to do, I still am going to do live feeds, guys, but I'm just not doing them as often. This actually takes up more of my day than I thought it did. I got to looking at it, and days that I do like a big long live feed, I usually don't get started until later, and then I work till later. So as much as I enjoy the live feeds, they can be, they can get detract, not necessarily from the amount of work I get done, but they detract from like how much free time I have. And so if I start later, sis, you know I can't see that picture. Did you just send me something? I'm trying to see here, guys. We'll see if this is the one. He didn't send me anything. You can't send this one? What's everybody got planned for this week? I know there's a lot of people that normally I'd be talking to right now that are on vacation, taking a trip to wherever. So my friend Brian, I don't know if I told you guys this, my friend Brian is helping out sponsoring Isabel's stuff when he can. And I really appreciate it. So Brian, if you watch these, thank you again. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you throwing in on that. So guys, I'm probably gonna end this. You can't remember my, see, runs the family, guys. I don't want to look. I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth is what I was trying to say, but the edges on Cold Steel knives have gotten so, but you see that that's factory grind where they cut way down in that. This edge on this side looks like a micro bevel because I was taking off material trying to marry these edges up, and one was cut so much steeper than the other. So I may regrind this. I don't do that very often, but I may regrind this, and I'm definitely going to open up this sharpening. Part of that problem they have with their sharpening is they don't have a true choil. Now you can get away with adding a choil because the blade stop on this is where the I'm trying to find it right there. So that's where the blade stops. I'm just going to take some material out here. Somebody tried to tell me one time that, oh, that's not a sharpening choil. That's where the well, this one's in front of the plunge, but I had somebody tell me, he's like, oh, that's the stop point on that knife. And I was like, no, it's not. Stop point on that. Stop point on this knife is right there. See it? Because that's where it's marring and that's where it's hitting and that's where it's touching. And so it hits the actual pin. There's an actual little stop pin. Right there. And it hits right there. No, it doesn't. It hits right there on that little shouldered area. And you can see. So this will get that choil opened up. Not necessarily like huge, but enough that you can actually sharpen it and get where you're going. The other thing is a lot of times these thumb studs, if you're trying to get a good shallow angle, cold steels aren't too bad, but I've had knives that came in and when I was trying to sharpen, I had to take thumb studs off because they were hitting the stone. And you're like, who does that? Yeah, I've had several. My AK-47 didn't have one. I have one that I added a choil into, and it was the Tough Light. The Cold Steel Tough Light, the 4-inch. I have a 4-inch Tough Light with the Zytel handles, and that knife didn't have a choil. It had a choil in the back. Like the plunge is here and there's a choil in the back. I'm like, who does that? So I opened the choil up on it. I just did a square choil. So guys, I'm going to end this here in a couple minutes, like about another 5 minutes. So like I said, if you've got stuff at my house, do not be surprised if David, if you're here, I'm letting you know your stuff came in after some other stuff. I wouldn't be able to start on it today anyway. So there's a good chance some of the stuff's not getting started until after we get back, because usually it's my day off, but today not so much. But yeah, so there's a good chance that the stuff that I have to do today, because I have stuff that people paid me an upfront express fee, that's got to get done first. That stuff is in front of David's. Then there's some stuff from Ian that came. It's right in front of yours, but there's still stuff in front of his. I had stuff get brought to, but Wednesday is going to be a lost day. Wednesday, there's probably not much happening Wednesday because we have got to get everything ready to go, get our stuff packed up, pack our bags. Like I said, we're going to be gone for like 4 days. This is not the vacation I wanted. Yeah, so where my sister lives in Ohio, we have a company called Frontier Power that provides our electricity. If they get a storm, there's a good chance they might not have power for several days, which means that they won't have water, because it's not like city water. When the power goes out, it's not a pump station. They have a wellhead. Well, there's a spring and there's a pump that feeds the water down, and then that water comes down to the house, and there's another pump that runs it into the house. And so when the power goes out, they lose water. I slipped and hit my elbow, and it really hurts. So yeah, my eyes start to feel better, so I am going to be able to get some work done. But yeah, like I said, be patient with me, guys. Good chance that your stuff sits here until I can get it done or I get back. So I'm going to be making some notifications. I had stuff that was supposed to come, and this was the one too. That other stuff I had stuff that was supposed to come and then wound up getting sent to the wrong post office. I have to get that stuff done first. That guy paid a lot of extra money for his knives to get done first. David's stuff and another box of stuff that came. I've got a lot of stuff here, and I'm just getting ready to start it. But guys, if you are in the San Diego, California area, be careful today. It's supposed to be hot, and it's like 70 degrees, but it's like 94% humidity. It's not a good look, guys. And it's supposed to be hot and sunny and humid all day today. So if you are outside working, like I will be, take precautions, take care of yourself. I'm taking a box fan out with me and a spray bottle full of water. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, it gets hot under that canopy. It's not so much that the canopy doesn't block the sun, it lost its UV protection, and on top of that, it just gets hot because the sun hits it, and then that transfers that energy down. So luckily, a lot of times I have, God, that would be great. That would be perfect. It's supposed to be, it's 71 degrees now. It's supposed to be 80 degrees. David. No, that's not David. Was that Charles? Yeah, Charles. Yeah, fancy electrical generator helping you with. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, it's going to be hot today. It's going to be hot and sticky, and powder them. Powder them. Powder prevents chafing. Guys, like I said, if you haven't already left a like, I would appreciate if you did. I'm out of here, guys. I've got a bunch of stuff I got to get ready to do. I will talk to you all later. Like I said, there's going to be a short video go up. It's just going to be an announcement video to say that we're going to do the giveaway. So